Starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hello everyone, I'm Kiris. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is our astrology for the week beginning Sunday, October 8th through Saturday, October 14th, 2023. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Sunday, October 8th, Venus, the planet that rules over love, marriage, relationship, romance. Venus is changing signs. She's moving into her fall sign of Virgo. Now, as you know, we've had Venus in Leo for months, with the Venus retrograde in Leo as well. Now, when you look back over the summertime and Venus went into the sign of Leo in June. Then, of course, we had the retrograde over the summer months, July and August, a little bit into the beginning of September. But Venus is now transiting out of the sign of Leo. And Venus in Leo was almost too hot to handle. Venus at her best likes it even keel, smooth, temperate, not too hot, not too cold. As we now have moved into the autumn season and we're going into the holiday season, you may want to look back on this Sunday and reflect on how the Venus in Leo cycle, how it changed your life, what you learned about love and relationships. Venus will be in Virgo until the beginning of November. Venus is also a morning star. Venus rules over the kidneys and keeping the kidneys in balance. Venus rules over sugar, all the sweet stuff that we love so much. Try to keep that in balance as well. Venus is the marriage, our relationships, harmony, and all kinds of relationships. So elevating the Venus in Virgo, paying extra attention to it, being more careful about your self-care with your body. Venus is very much about how we feel good in the body or not, and how it is in balance. With Venus in Virgo, try not to let things annoy you so much. Venus in Virgo is being very attentive to your relationships, your marriage. Venus in Virgo is also being attentive to your own self-care. So with Venus in her fall placement, it's basically give more energy and care to the things that Venus rules over. A couple of hours after Venus falls into Virgo, we have the moon in Leo making a square aspect to Jupiter and Taurus retrograde, two fixed signs of the zodiac, potentially getting into it right after Venus falls into Virgo. The moon in Leo is really feeling that they need something that's going to show off. Jupiter retrograde in Taurus is saying, no, we should not spend the money on whatever it is that you're feeling in the immediate that is just to flex, to show off. This moon square Jupiter can be quite dramatic. We're looking at two wild animals, two feral animals of the zodiac, Leo and Taurus. You don't have to go there. If you get in touch with the moon, your emotional body, and why you are feeling that you need extra attention and are willing to spend anything on it. Monday, October 9th, we still have the moon in dramatic, fiery Leo, and the moon in Leo is making a 60-degree sextile aspect to the sun in Libra. Now, Libra wants to keep the peace, and the moon in Leo is saying, no, Libra, stick to your decision. Stick to your grounds, no matter how dramatic this might get. The moon in Leo is trying to empower the sun in Libra. Because with the moon still in Leo on this day, the moon in Leo then makes a square aspect to Uranus in Taurus. So this potential conflict that began on Sunday can carry over into Monday with the moon squaring off with Taurus, which is Leo wants what it wants, And the Taurus factor saying, no, let's be more realistic, down to earth, common sense about whatever the conflict may be. Then later on the 9th, we have Venus in Virgo making an opposition aspect to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is the greater malefic. Saturn is the boundary, the wall that is saying no. Saturn actually loves to say no. They really enjoy putting the limits on something. So what do? Whatever this situation is and how it's playing out in your personal life, you self-care. Don't beat yourself up about it. Venus in her fall in Virgo. You do something nice that feels good in the body. Take a walk, exercise, whatever it may be. Tuesday, October 10th, the moon leaves Leo and goes into cool earth Virgo. Things calm down. Now, I love the earth moons because the earth moons bring in some common sense, some groundedness, some peace. On this Tuesday, October 10th, we have Pluto, the planet Pluto, which is power. Pluto is the planet of life, death, rebirth, transformation, regeneration. Pluto is the planet of let it go. You've been carrying something that has long passed for way too long. And now with Pluto stationing direct in the sign of Capricorn, this is a major cosmic superpower. And the power that you have is the power of saying goodbye to something. There is no power like the power of just walking away. You're not engaging, you're not linking, you're not staying connected to something that has been dead for potentially days, months, years. The planet Pluto has been in Capricorn, besides this little introduction into Aquarius, but the planet Pluto has been in the sign of Capricorn since 2008. Pluto is an outer generational planet. It moves a whole generation forward. And if you were to just look back from how the world has changed from today to 2008, just that time span right there, the world is completely, as you know this, the world has completely transformed. So with this Pluto stationing direct in the sign of Capricorn, in Capricorn, in the world and in your personal astrology chart, the transformation and the Pluto stationing direct is what are the fears that should be gone by now, that should be transformed by now, and how you define success in the world. Because Capricorn is the world and your value. So however you define success, this Pluto stationing direct in Capricorn is the transformation as far as the fears, the blocks. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. What has held you back? What has held you back? The blocks and the fears from having you achieve the success that you would like to achieve in life and in the world. And Pluto direct in Capricorn is saying, walk away from those fears and blocks. It has been long overdue. Wednesday, October 11th, Mars comes out of the sign of Libra. Mars leaves its detriment. Mars in Libra looking for trouble. Well, now Mars returns to its home sign, its domain, and enters the sign of fixed water Scorpio. It doesn't get better than that because fixed water Scorpio is long and strong. Fixed water Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, has the patience, the endurance, the fixity, and the fixed emotion, which is energy behind the action. So when Mars enters a sign of its home placement, Mars in Aries, Mars in Scorpio, when to take action, how to take action, picking your battles wisely, meaning Mars in its home sign doesn't go around looking to pick fights and upset the peace like Mars in Libra. Mars in Scorpio is, I have the patience to wait and choose wisely about where, when, and how action and right action is needed. So this is a biggie for Mars to go home to Scorpio. No matter what sign of the zodiac you are, if you've been feeling listless, if you've been feeling low energy, then the Mars, nice and strong in Scorpio, is a supportive energy for you to have the power to walk, exercise, do things that fill you up with really strong, healthy energy. So the Mars in Scorpio is a very supportive placement for all 12 signs of the zodiac. Thursday, October 12th, some real breakthroughs can be made in the area of your health and diet. Now, we've got the moon in Virgo, and that rules over the digestive tract, and the moon is the stomach. Virgo separates what is healthy for you, what is not healthy for you, so let it go. And the moon in Virgo makes an earth trine flow to Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So moon trine Taurus, the moon is your intuition and that feeling of, I should release something and finally free myself, Uranus in Taurus, from a habit that perhaps you've had for years, and this really helps you out for your health. We just had Mars enter Scorpio, so that new burst of renewed energy to move forward and get things done in the area of your well-being. The moon in Virgo really supports this. Now, the moon in Virgo also makes a separation aspect in opposition to Neptune and Pisces. The moon in Virgo, which takes away what is fake and inauthentic. Moon in Virgo making that opposition to the Neptune in Pisces is also clearing away the confusing emotions that keep you from your best health. Also, Neptune and Pisces and Neptune, that has to do with poisons, drinking, addictions. So if you've been trying to build up that momentum to get rid of a bad habit, an addiction that keeps you from your best health, then this moon saying goodbye, separation, opposition to Neptune and Pisces is very supportive. The moon in Virgo opposition Neptune and Pisces can be a real nice separating from an addictive habit that is not good for your health. Then the moon in Virgo makes an earth trine flow to Pluto and Capricorn. We love this nice earth trine flow because with all of the healthy things that you're bringing into your life, the moon trine Pluto is very supportive as far as you having the power to say goodbye to something, whether it's with your health or Virgo tends to be in a habit. That moon trine Pluto and Capricorn is wonderfully supportive as well. Thursday is Jupiter's day. The gratitude and good luck to finally move forward and expand on feeling at your most optimum level of well-being. Friday, October 13th, Venus's day. We have Mars strong in Scorpio, making a water trine flow to Saturn in Pisces. Now, when we look at Mars and Saturn, we're looking at the greater and lesser malefics, as they are called in astrology. Mars is the lesser malefic, Saturn is the greater malefic. But these two malefics, Saturn and Mars, they're making a water trine flow to each other. And a trine flow is supportive. It has to do with ease. Saturn is retrograde. Mars is moving forward. So if there has been a block, Mars pushes through the block. It accomplishes, it overcomes the block. And Mars is very strong and Saturn is retrograde, meaning if you've been needing to go back to something where you had to put closure, maybe you wanted to let someone down as gently as possible, you have to tell someone no, whatever the block is for you. Also, because water is the element of secrets and it's a detective and things that have been mysterious. And if you're into true crime whodunit types of shows, like this Brian Koberger Idaho 4 case that I am obsessed with. Watch what comes out on, of all days, Friday the 13th, about not only you removing a block in your life but also something that has been a mystery, and now the mystery will come into the light, meaning something is going to be revealed and a block will be removed in your personal life, and as we will see on the world stage. We've been in the dark side of the moon, the balsamic side of the moon, right before the new moon that is coming up in the sign of Libra. When we are in that dark balsamic, and we have Mars in Scorpio trine Saturn in Pisces, one of the mysteries that will be revealed to you is a confusing situation that you've been trying to get clear about as far as how do you feel, because we're looking at water. So the clarity of emotion changes everything. You know how you feel and what it is that you want, which removes the block in preparation for the new moon eclipse coming up. And this is the release during the dark balsamic moon phase. This is the preparation to get clear on how you feel. Saturday, October 14th, we've got the moon in Libra now making a conjunction to Mercury in Libra. Mercury loves to be in Libra. It's what's called a friendly element or triplicity. So the mind and the emotions are very clear and in balance with the moon Mercury conjunction in the sign of balance, Libra. Then, of course, we have the new moon at 21 degrees Libra. Now, 21 degrees Libra has a very close connection to a fixed star called Spica, S-P-I-C-A. And this fixed star is called the sweetest star of the heavens. It's a beautiful fixed star. Now, the new moon eclipse, this will last for about a year's time. And it's a whole new beginning with not only your relationships, because we're looking at Libra, but we connect the whole thing together, which is we started off the week with Venus falling into Virgo. And that kicked off a 1-year cycle overall connected to this eclipse, where you are creating a whole new you and way of being. How you feel about your body, how comfortable and relaxed you're in your body, a new look, a new image, new clothing, new style, all the things that make you feel good. This is Venus. Also, a whole new you in the area of how you feel about yourself. 21 Libra is one of the things that this eclipse is about. And then, of course, how we feel inside, if we're a really good friend to ourselves, and how we bring that love, because Venus does rule over love, how you have the love for yourself and how that creates all of the relationships in your life. But the primary one, the marriage, the romantic partnership, how you bring that self-love to the relationship. This is also what's going on as an overall cosmic superpower, let's say, with this new moon, just the sweetness and beauty of the love of yourself, love in relationship, and the beginning, because an eclipse is something out of our life, and an eclipse brings in the change, the transformation. And for this one, it's about a whole new you, relating to yourself, relating to others. Transformation is an understatement. You can be feeling like, well, the old self, the old me, that's time for it to go. And you will see over this solar eclipse time frame that the way you are recreating yourself is what this eclipse is all about. Now that we've gone over the cosmic superpower for our new week ahead, let's go through each sign individually and see what the astrology has in store for you. Aries, this is potentially one of the most romantic, passionate weeks of your life. What's happening with you in the stars is that if you have put off asking someone out, setting up that date with a romantic partner. This is the week to move forward and do so. Now, the thing is, with all of the romance and the passion and the fire that's happening this week with you, Aries. Also, Aries, whatever perhaps you have put off getting fixed, meaning all of the things in your life that work for you, cars, computers, different technology, employees, whatever needs to be fixed, this is the week where paying attention to that and getting the things in your life that help to make your life run more smoothly, this is the week to do the inventory and fix what needs to be fixed and repaired in your life. Taurus, this is a great week for you to focus and put all of your fortitude, patience, and endurance that you have tons of, Taurus. Put all of that focus into a creative project. Taurus, you are an artist. You love beauty. You just have a flair for making things and rearranging things in a new and creative way. You love to do this kind of work. Your ruling planet is Venus after all. So this week for you, Taurus, can be one of the most productive, creative weeks for you where you can have a breakthrough. For instance, if you've had writer's block, or if you're wanting to create something where you're just trying to figure out or feel into what is the next thing that will move your creative project forward, this is the week for you, Taurus, where you can finally make that breakthrough, remove that block, and complete a creative project in your life. You love to get things done anyway. You love the work and to stay the course. And this week for you, Taurus, if you have been stuck or felt stuck completing a creative project, this is the week where you accomplish that goal. And what I love about Taurus is that they will accomplish that goal. They have tremendous endurance and patience and will see something through to the finish line. Gemini, you are the master of communication and negotiating deals. This week for you, something is very smooth in the area of you finalizing a contract, a negotiation that has taken some time. Mercury is now in Libra. It's air. Gemini, you are an air sun sign. So this interplay in harmony with the Mercury, which is your ruling planet, in a very nice, sympathetic, friendly place to your sun sign and your ruling planet, you can finally make that deal and, or at the very least, smooth things out at the negotiating table that needs to be not only completed, but making peace in a situation where a long negotiation has been taking place. The week for you ahead, Gemini, is that expression. Let's make a deal, and the deal does get done. Very favorably for you, by the way, Gemini. Cancer, my moon babies, what the week holds ahead for you is that, Cancer, you are finally ready to let go and say goodbye. Now, Cancer cares. Cancer is a moon child, very sentimental, sometimes very clingy, holding on to the past. There's an old saying in astrology, Cancer will lose the claw before they let go. This week for you, Cancer, because you are so sensitive towards the feelings of other people, you're finally ready to say goodbye to a situation and walk away that has caused so much pain for you for potentially years. But now is the time for this week where you are ready to let go and say goodbye, and it is long overdue. Leo, you get a break this week. Congratulations. You get a sigh of relief. There has been so much pressure on you for months to make everybody happy all at the same time. Now this week, the focus is more on what are the habits that you want to establish that make your life easier, that make your life calm down. If you've been wanting to hire staff, hire more employees, the people in your life that help to make, the people in your life that can be brilliant in the area of assisting you so that you have more time for one. You're very excited, Leo, about going to the next level of your career in creative expression. It's all about the collaboration and the people that help us out. And so this week for you, Leo, can again be that feeling of relief in the sense of you finding, hiring, having assistants, people around you that are very supportive so that you can do the creative work that Leo is born to do. Virgo, you've got a really sharp eye as far as who to trust, who not to trust. And this week for you ahead, Virgo, is in the area of your finances and people that will be approaching you to make deals, to collaborate, advertisers. Virgo, I strongly suggest that for this week, whoever may be approaching you, make them wait. This actually is not the week, astrologically, for you to partner up with someone or a company, whatever it may be, that wants to merge their money with your money. And again, if someone wants your gifts and talents badly enough and sees your value, they will wait for you. So don't feel rushed or pushed this week, Virgo, in the area of money negotiation, collaboration, deals. Make them wait. Libra, you're making the decision this week to move, change location, or to not change location. The whole foundation of how you want to move forward in your life as far as where you live, how you live, but most importantly, how you relate. What's happening this week is you make the decision once and for all, because you've been sitting on the fence about this for quite a while. You make the decision where the right place for you is this week. You may not be physically moving yet, but at least the decision of what is the right place for you as you bring in a new way of relationship, marriage, people in your life. And you want the environment to match the new positive you. Scorpio, this week for you is about taking your time and having the patience. You don't have to jump forward too much, too fast, too quickly, too overgiving as well, by the way. So hold it back, temper it a little bit, because you could get buyer's remorse if you just jump in whole hog, as Scorpio tends to do. Scorpio has a tendency to jump in head first, ask questions later. Not this week. This week, let them come to you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, this week ahead puts you in connection to a whole new group of people. So as we're in the holiday season, and Sagittarius love this so much, they're so much fun to begin with, but as we are now in the holiday season, life is like a party for you, Sagittarius. Planning the holidays, going to events, meeting new people, new groups of people that are in alignment with you. This is a very happy social week for you, Sagittarius. Also, Sagittarius, there is a conference, a gathering, a very important meeting that you've been wanting to attend for quite a while. The spotlight is on you, Sagittarius, and you have worked so very hard for this moment where you shine a light on something that has really deep meaning for you, and you enjoy it all. Capricorn, career work achievements are coming up for you this week. You are fabulous, Capricorn, at strategy, planning what will be the next move to help you get to the goal and go to the top. Well, this week it happens for you because of all the hard work and how responsible you are. You will find that this week, whether it's a new job, a raise, a promotion, acknowledgement in the area of your work, it really pays off and you see the positive results Aquarius, this week for you can be so much fun with your partner to sit down and finalize that dream trip that you've been wanting to take together, and in the area of, well, what exactly will it cost? What's going to make it happen as far as going with your love to a place that you have dreamt about? So great week for you to not only plan the dream trip and finalize the numbers and the arrangements, but also if you've always wanted to travel for the holidays, this is the year where instead of doing the same tradition, and Aquarius is about freedom, they love to do things differently. This is the year and the season for you where this week you will finally decide and not just go over the money, but decide what dream trip you're going to take, and will it be during the holiday season. So much fun for you, Aquarius. Pisces, this is reuniting with a family member. If there is someone that lives long distance, brother, sister, they're on the other side of the world, the other side of the country, this week for you is wonderful in the area of seeing a person that you love so much that you haven't seen in a while. So they are going to make the effort to come see you and be together. And it is a lovely, wonderful reunion. Always when we haven't seen family or a friend that has been so close to you that they feel like family. So enjoy this, Pisces. It's long overdue. And this is your weekly forecast, reuniting with loved ones. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This week, we have powerful forces that are supporting us in moving forward in our life. Thank you. I will see you all in the stars.